guys, this will be part 2 of making the top for the pants that I previously made, and this is what the cup of the bra is gonna look like. So I saw this bralet on Pinterest, and I thought that I would replicate what I saw and do it in my own little version. So this is what I came up with, and so you will need 3 squares to make your cup. Depending on what size your cup is, you will just continue to make more rows on your square. So this is just regular traditional granny square for the cup. So I do have a tutorial on how to make a granny square, or you can watch any other tutorial on YouTube on how to make the granny square. I already made all my squares I have here, and I will just show you how to put them together. So I am using the same yarn from what I used to make the pants. So what you will do is you will make sure that both squares are on the right side, so the wrong side should be facing each other. And I'm not using a hook, I'm going to use the needle. So once you make your square, you can pause the video and come back to this part. I'm just going to fasten off here so I can have enough. So you are going to go into this loop here. So the chain 2 that we have in between here, you're just going to go into the first one here. So the loops that are facing each other, you are going to go into them. So you can see these 2 loops are facing each other. So you are going to pull through with your needle, and you're going to go into the next one just like that. You can use your finger to hold this down so it doesn't come in your way. And you will just basically continue to do this all the way until you get to the top, and I'll meet you there. So guys, now I have come to the top here, and this is what it looks like so far. So what you're going to do is you're just going to tug on the tail end so that the stitch can lay nice and flat. So there it is. So now that we have done so, we are going to get our next square. I need to weave this tail end in. Let me use another one. And you are going to place it here. So make sure again that it is on the wrong side. Sorry, it's the right side is facing up and the wrong side is facing to each other. So now you are going to go into the stitch on this side and the one on the other side that is facing towards this one, and continue to do this. Guys, now I have come to the end on this side, and I already fastened off. So once you get to the end, you will just pull on your tail end just to make the stitch flat. And now to work on this side, you're just gonna fold down your square just like this, and you are going to do the same. So you are going to go for this one, because you're not going to join any other square, you will just work into your first chain 1 space on this side and the other side as well. Go into your next chain 1 space, and you will just repeat the same thing by just continue to go into both loops that are facing each other. Continue to do that all the way to here, and I'll meet you there. Guys, and now I have come into the top here, so into the center. So what you're going to do is you are going to go into this loop and the loop that is on the other side. So I hope you can see that good. And pull through, and that will just close it all together. And then you can just go ahead and tug on the end here to let the stitch lay nice and flat. And there it is. So your next cup is, or my next cup is completed. You can go ahead and repeat the same step for the other cup, and just repeat the same thing here. So there it is, it's all done. So I can do the measurement so you could see. Where is my measuring tape? I think my daughter took it up, but I will get it. Okay, so let me just fasten off from here. So now that we have finished this, so we have both cups here. Both cups are the same size. You can just flatten it down like that so you could see it more better. So that is both cups. So what we're gonna do now is we are going to join our squares together. So we're basically gonna do them the same exact way, and then we are going to attach them on. So each square is gonna go next to each other just like this, and for the bottom part you're gonna need a total of 6 squares to finish the bottom. So this two last one here is gonna just wrap around the back with the straps. So this is what it's going to look like once you put them all together. So just the same way how we did this, you're just gonna do the same thing in joining these squares together, making sure that they are on the wrong side once you're placing them together just like this, and repeat the same step of what I just showed you. So I am going to go ahead and join all my squares together, and then I will meet back with you. Guys, and now I have come to the end of sewing all my squares together. This is what they look like, and I went ahead and I attached one of the bra cup. So this is what it's gonna look like. So the other one attached, it's gonna look like this also. So I am gonna show you the measurement for the cup because I found my measuring tape. So from here going all the way down to the bottom, it is measuring 6.5 inches in length, and across the bottom of the cup it is measuring, let me just fix that, yeah, it is measuring 6 inches in length. So that is what the cup measurement is. So moving forward, I will be using my 3.5mm crochet hook to do some slip stitches. So I will not be using the same stitch that I used to join here. You can, but I'm gonna just change it. So I'm gonna flip this over just like this so that we can work on the wrong side. And this is the size hook that I actually used to make these squares. So I will be putting that information on the screen in the earlier part of the video so that you will know what size hook I use. So I'm just going to attach my yarn here and just a regular slip stitch in each stitches that we will be doing. So you're just going to go into the stitch here and the stitch on the other side and just do slip stitches. Do that all the way across until you get to the end here. Once you get here, you're going to get your next cup. You're just going to place it just like this, and you're just going to slip stitch right across to the end of the next square. So I will meet you there. So guys, and now I have come to the end here, and I'm just going to make my last slip stitch. Instead of doing a slip stitch, I'm just going to do a single crochet and then chain 1 and fasten off here. You can either do a slip stitch or a chain or a single crochet. And this is what it looks like on the wrong side, and this is what it looks like on the right side. So it is well sewed, you can see it. Stretch it so you can see. And it is lining up with each other. So now we are going to work on the edges of our cup here. So I am going to rejoin the yarn. So now I'm going to give it a tie. I just slipped off. Let me just redo that. Oh, I hate when that happens. So let me just redo it. What is going on? Okay. Now I'm going to give it a tie. So I have my chain one there. Just tie it tighter. Okay. Now I'm going to chain up 1, 2 more, and that is going to count as our first double crochet. And you're going to do 5 more double crochets here. So we're going to do a total of 6 double crochet. So we're doing like a shell, but we're not going to place any chain 1 or 2 in the middle. We're just going to do it just like this. Let me just check to see how much I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now we're going to skip 1, 2, and into our third we are going to do a single crochet. We're going to skip 2, 1, 2, into this stitch we are going to make a shell. So just as we did before, we're just going to repeat the same thing by placing 6 double crochets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Repeat that all the way until you get up to the top here, and I'll meet you back there. So now I have reached the top here, and I have 2 stitches, so 1 and 2. Remember, we have a chain 2 in the middle here, so this is our 1 and 2, and we are just going to go ahead and single crochet here. So now we are going to work on the strap of the top here. So I am going to go ahead and make some chains, and then I'll be back with you. I'm not sure how much I'm going to do, so I'll let you know afterwards. So I'm going to continue doing this until I get to my desired length. Guys, and now I have come to the end, and I did a total of 100 stitches. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go into our second chain from the one on the hook, and we're going to place a single crochet. And we're going to do this in all stitches until we get back to the beginning here, and I'll meet you back there. And now I have come to the end, and this is what the strap looks like so far. So it's now thickened. So what you're going to do now is you are going to go into that chain 2 space, and you're going to place a single crochet to finish off, and this is what it's going to look like. And then you're going to skip this stitch, you're going to go into the next one, and you're going to place your 6 double crochets, and we're going to do that all the way down until I'm going to see how many I'm going to do, because I wanted to kind of close up a little part here just to have it like that, so the cleavage is not so open. So I'll let you know how much I do on this side. So now I have come to the end, and I did a total of 1, 2, 3, and 4 shell on this side, and I have my single crochets in between, so I have 3 here, and now I'm going to do my last one, which will make it be 4. So now I've reached to this side here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn, and I'm going to go into that stitch, and I'm going to make a single crochet as well. And then I am going to start our next shell into this space here, so into this stitch. So you can either go underneath, so I'm just going to go underneath. So that's 4, 5, and 6. So there it is. So it's now matching up with this one, and then you are going to skip 1, 2, go into the next, and do your slip stitch. So the same thing that I did on this side, you're going to repeat the same thing on this side here. So you're just, once you get to here, you're just going to go ahead and make your strap. Remember, you're doing 100 or however long you want yours to be. And once you have done so, you just come back down, repeat the same thing. Feel free to rewind the video. I'm going to continue to do this all the way down until I get to the end, and I'll meet you there. So guys, and now I have come to the end here. I'm just going to finish my last single double crochet. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to single crochet all the way around here and come here, and the same thing that we did here, we are going to do it on the bottom part here. So what you're going to do is you are going to go into this corner here, and you're going to place a single crochet, and it's going to kind of hold the end part of the bra together there. And we're going to do the same. We're going to put this to the part here. We're going to attach it once we reach around this part. So into each and every stitch, you're just going to place one single crochet. And now I am at my chain 2. I am just going to place 1, 2, and 3 just to carry it around, and then continue to place single crochets all the way up until you get to here, and I'll meet you there. Now I have come to the top here, and now I'm going to yarn over, go into that corner, and we are going to start our first shell there. So just as we did before, we make 6 double crochets. We're going to make 6 double crochets here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to skip 1, 2, going to the next, and single crochet. Then we're going to skip 1, 2, going to the next, and make a shell. Continue to do that all the way to here, and I'll meet you back there. Now I am at the end here, so I did all my shells down the bottom, and I am just going to do my single crochet all the way up. So once I get to this corner, I'll place 3 single crochet, go all the way up until you get to here, and I'll meet you there. So guys, and now I am back to the end here, and I am just going to place 1 single crochet here into this corner, and I'm going to fasten off. I'm going to get my darning needle, and I'm just kind of going to attach this part here. So I'm just going to go into that stitch, just like that, and then I'm going to go under. I'm just like sewing it down basically so that it attaches itself to the square on the bottom. See? And then I'll go to the back and just kind of do some weave in, just making sure that it is attached properly and it's not going to come loose. Now I can fasten off, and this is what our top look like. It is looking super cute. I love the way how it looks. So now we're going to work on the strap for the back. So this is what it is. So when you fold it just like this, this is what it's going to look like. So I am going to chain about 200, and if I need more, I will go ahead and chain more. So for now I will chain 200 and see how long it is, because we will be lacing that part here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back with you. Right, so I did a total of 251, and just as we did when we were making the strap for the top, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to go ahead and make single crochet in a second chain from the one on the hook, and you should have 250 stitches. So I am just going to go ahead, continue to do this, and once I am done, then I am going to lace this in the back, and then our top will be finished. So I will see you at the end. Guys, and now I have come to the end, and I made my last single crochet. I'm going to chain one and fasten off here. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to hide these tail ends. Let me just do it one at a time. So I'm technically just weaving in the tail ends. So you can go ahead and do so. And now I'm going to fasten off, and I am going to attach, or lace I should say. I'm going to lace in these ends. You're just going to make sure that both ends are of the same length. Okay, so once I have done so now I am going to go into this second hole here on this side. And then here. You will do the same for this side. Going to the second hole space there. And then down the bottom. And there it is. Then you can give it a tie. And that's it. So guys, our top is now completed. It is looking super cute. So there it is. This is the cup, and you can see the little cute little split right there. So guys, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope that you were able to make one of your own in whatever size cup that you're making. Remember that for the squares you will make enough rows for whatever size cup that you want to make. I should have actually measured the square, but I can't do that. I'll put the information in the description box so you can check it out there to see what size each square is measured. So guys, thanks again for watching. Until next time, bye.